Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. Sorry we're a little bit late. We're about 18 minutes after 11. So welcome to the show. Better slightly late than ever. And we'll be on here till about 12:30, 12:45. You're watching Encounters. Hey. We're definitely not too late. So hopefully everyone's having a good evening. And we're hopefully going to have a guest on tonight. We might be having a guest on tonight that'll come on our show who actually saw what crashed. They were in North Carolina, and hopefully we'll be able to interview this person. And of course, we appreciate everybody. I had posted the video that was of the spaceship in the Chesapeake Bay that was off the coast of Chesapeake Bay near the Langley Air Force Base, which evidently had a spaceship over Langley Air Force Base releasing unmanned drone. They call them drones or unmanned objects over the base. A lot of stuff is going on here. And the video that I got the other day is no longer up where I got it. I'm pretty sure it disappeared. But because I'm so smart, when I got it, I have it on my Facebook. I've posted on Facebook, on my Facebook groups, and I've posted it here. And I'll be posting it on YouTube. All my shows are on YouTube. All the shows that we've done, I think I have all of them posted. I'm going to double check after I get off tonight. Good to have you with us here. I don't know what happened to my iPod, but I've lost my iPod. And I'm pretty sure I didn't take them with me. But anyway, good to have you with us. So I'm without my iPod, my earpods or whatever. But that's okay. I'll find them. Jody K, good to see you. Camp Sparkle, good to see you. We had quite a show last night. And like I said, things are happening. Everywhere I go, people are talking, which is great. Everyone's talking about they're here. Everyone's talking about the here, meaning they're talking about the space people here. And the truth is, they are here. And this is nothing compared to what's going to be happening at the end of 2025. They are here. And things are happening. Good to see you all coming in here. Sloppy Joe, welcome to the show, everybody that's out here. TMFK, everybody out there, welcome. I feel kind of naked without the earpods, but I'll find them. I'm not sure what could have happened to them. So I know I thought I had taken them with me. But anyway, good to have everybody in here. Candace, everybody in here, Marinette, all my moderators. Hey, Commander, I recruited a new viewer today at work, and I will keep spreading the message. Thank you, Get the W. I appreciate that. You folks are beautiful all over the world. Sharon Louise, welcome. And good to have everybody with us here. So for the next 2 weeks, 2 weeks and 2 days, you should see a lot of spaceship activity all over the world. And you never know where it's going to show up. Gail Sparkle says, do you think open contact will put anyone in danger, visitors or humans? I hope not. No. When open contact happens, everything's in place by the Astro Command to make sure that nothing happens that's going to be negative or detrimental. There'll be no problems. It's all going to be good. And good to have everybody coming in here. RV, thank you for the follow. And it's good to have everybody here. 141, welcome to our show. There's a lot of people out here. Adios. Good to see you. Adios. Mark Anthony, thank you for the follow. Cindy, it's good to have all the people here. Sonia, good to see you. Thank you so much for all your support. Idea, good to have you. Lavola, good to see you. I'm honestly just worried about the government more than anything else. Don't worry about the government. The government's more afraid. The people that were involved in covering up the fact that the space people are here, they're more afraid right now than ever in their 70 years of their existence. They're afraid because they don't have any control over this. As a matter of fact, what's really interesting is the spaceship that was over Langley Air Force Base, not this particular one, another one that was over Langley Air Force Base was releasing unmanned objects. And the government, the Air Force, had nothing they can do. They didn't know what to do. They had nothing they can do, according to the report that leaked out. They had nothing they can do. The reason why there's nothing they can do, because these objects can shut down every single electrical system on that base. That base can become inoperational in seconds. That's why they didn't know what to do. Because you're talking about advanced technology, advanced beings of people that are from other planets that can shut down everything, all the operations, which I think is great. Me personally, I hope they shut down every single installation around the world that has, fighter jets and airplanes, that stuff or whatever, missiles, also need to be just totally dismantled. Oh, Lavelle, you grew up in Langley. Well, evidently, there was another event, I think it was last year, that just came out or this year or last year, where there was a releasing of objects from a large mothership. And they were freaking out. They didn't know what to do at Langley Air Force Base. Yeah, every nuclear installation will be shut down. And Mike Masters, good to see you. I have a question for you. Yes, Acid TV. How you doing, brother? Our star brothers and sisters will be most welcome. I can't wait for the first contact in a big way. And Dina, I'm with you there 1,000%. Oh yeah, it definitely expired, Mish. Yeah, the contract expired, and it's over with. It was a contract made without consent of Earth people. It's a common coming to Connecticut. It comes every 80,000 years. Heart Me Collections. I'm not sure about that. I haven't really focused on that, so I'm not sure. I know there's other things coming to Earth beyond the space people that are natural objects that are going to go by Earth, but I'm not really too sure about that. Hey, Linda. Let's see. I was listening to higher dimensional frequencies, and I felt a weight on the bridge of my nose forehead. Interesting. General Eisenhower. He signed a contract with the negative ETs, which allowed them to do what they did for up to 7 years. Marlene, welcome to the show. Let's see. Just start teaching us to educational ramble, unlike the Aussie outburst. Let's see here. Just reading comments here. And it's really good to have everybody here with us. Welcome to the show. We're doing good. Hope you're doing well up in Quebec. Troy T, welcome. Marky Mark. Doc Wood Theory. Creepy Hub. Mama Bear Gianni, I think it is. Good evening. Hello to hello. Very good to see everybody here. We had quite a show last night, which was downloaded from my TikTok here, and that one's, I think, on my YouTube channel now. Let's recommend Spaceship News. And we will do guest interviews in the tonight. Jody, good evening. And again, good to have everybody with us. I'm CmdrAleon, your host. I am host of the WESU radio program on NPR Pacifica Radio for 21 years, Ashtar Command Radio, The Cosmic Eye. I'm also host of this show, Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show here to bust the Matrix. I'm also a contactee. I'm also from Mars originally before coming here. I'm also with the Ashtar Command. And I also have the ability that my father on the ship gave me recently to the palm of my hands. I'm able to remotely, no matter where anyone is in the world, I'm able to destroy implants. Amongst others, there's a lot of things I'm able to do and know. Doc Wood, do you have information on sleep paralysis encounters? I've had guests on here with sleep paralysis encounters, and many of those people that have those encounters and they describe, beings that are keeping them from moving. Some of it is strictly, some cases the sleep paralysis is strictly sleep paralysis, In other cases, it's negative ETs that whatever year they were abducted or something kept them from moving and they couldn't do anything. So yeah, I'm very familiar with sleep paralysis. Let's see here. Meg, welcome to our show, Meg. Good to have everybody with us here. Cynthia Lang, Jackson, all the new people coming in. B. Bob, Kim B. You're watching the #1 spiritual UFO talk show. I posted a video, and actually this video I showed you last night. Another big event happened, and the woman, she created another video of her explaining she had no idea her video was going to go that big, and her name was Lisa. I posted it on my my TikTok page, my Astro page, and also that she saw. I read energies on UFO videos, so I can tell whether it's, whatever it is. So good to have you with us. We have a train going by, so we have train tracks about a few blocks away. Got the big train coming by here. So will we get the disclosure on November 13th? You mean with the UFO hearings? I don't put all my eggs in one apple. I mean, you would hope that they'll be honest enough, but I think real disclosure is not coming from whether Washington, D.C., the Congress has a hearing on UFOs or UAPs or whatever they want to change the name to. I think disclosure is coming here directly on this show. This is where you're going to have disclosure. You're not going to get it from politicians in Washington. You're going to get it on this show. I said this from the day I came here on TikTok, that one of my missions is to have a show that's going to bust the matrix. And that also includes, shaking things up to the point where you're going to get information you're not getting anywhere else. I would say disclosure is the recordings that these spaceships are letting people record. The one in Las Vegas that happened a few nights ago, that this woman was getting ready at 4 o'clock to go to work. She spent a few minutes recording this object and outside of Las Vegas, and I showed it. And I'm pretty sure it was a pretty big ship where she was recording. It looked like a big hillside or something. There was no building, she said, nothing in that area. So she had to be on the outskirts of Las Vegas when she recorded it. And it's a good recording, And I believe more people are going to see things like that in the next 2 weeks. I believe that more people are going to have experiences. And I'm super excited because I see that just recently, as I'm scanning different things in my media background all over the place and watching what is real, authentic video recordings from people all over the world, people are starting to see the spaceships. And this is only like temporary. This is for the next 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. But they're showing themselves to let people know we are here. We want you to get very comfortable with the fact that we are here. Our ships have many different colors. Our ships are here. And what we're doing to do is get you at peace and calm before major contact happens in 2026. So what you're seeing is the dynamics of this happening. Everything is well orchestrated in a beautiful way. The space people know what they're doing. They know how to do this. They're human beings like us, but they are highly advanced. They are highly spiritual in a very loving way, and they want to make sure that nobody on this planet is scared about what's coming. The only people that want you to be scared about what's coming are the people that have been covering this up for 70 years. They want you to be scared. They want you to be freaked out, so to speak. Jojo, thank you. They want you to all freak out. I wouldn't put past the government to have a media operations on the social media platforms where they'll create videos. They'll have people come in to live broadcasts and try to say things to confuse people. I'm sure they have government agents on different platforms that are doing this. I don't care if it's YouTube, Instagram, this or that. You got to figure they're in here. They might be trolling things. They just want to kind of, in their way, they want to confuse people. The one thing about this is an actual show. And the one thing is my background's in news media. I studied broadcasting and journalism back in the 70s. So nothing gets past me. I don't get fooled very easily. And my whole goal is to counter that by showing you that here's where disclosure is going to happen. Here's where the truth is going to happen. It's not going to happen on somebody's website. It's going to happen right here. Everything's going to be up to the minute. Everything is up to the minute. When you come on here and share the fact that you're from another planet and you tell me, Commander, I remember being taken on a Palladian spaceship, that's disclosure. Sitting around on November 13th, hearing hearings about disclosure from some congressional people that I really do believe want the truth. I think there are people that do, but I don't think the people that control that information are going to be so easily willing to divulge everything they know. And that's the problem. Sunny Negro, I'm from Sirius B. Beautiful, Sunny. See, when people say right out there, loud and proud, that that's where they're from, that's where they're from. I don't find it feels like disclosure. And it won't feel like it now, and not from the government perspective, but we will definitely have our own disclosure because the space people will be actually making contact in 2026 when that is to happen. In 2025, you will see increased sightings all over the world if you focus. This is the thing. A lot of times we're so distracted with everything in our lives we don't focus. Take the time, whether it's day or night, to look up at the sky. Take the time to focus. And then if you see something, record it. Was the Congress thing true about Miami Mall? I'm not sure it was true. You know, a lot of that was a diversion from the truth. And I never really kept a big deal going on that when it first happened. Everybody was going nuts. I was one of the few places, because I do a show here, I look at everything very carefully from a news background, and I didn't jump on the bandwagon. So who knows whatever happened there, but there are bigger things happening than Miami, whatever they were doing, much bigger things happening. And, yeah. Nora Zora, good to see you, everybody coming in here. So there's a lot going on, and I have no problem answering questions. I was doing a lot of people throwing questions at me last night, and tonight that's happening, and that's because people are hearing things. People are seeing, everyone's talking about something happening. Everyone's talking about that they're here. I do read things quietly. With the YouTuber here, I look at certain things. I see how people are responding on the social media platform, because that's my news background part of me. How long have you been on? I got on at 17 after, so you haven't missed anything. A little bit after, about 17 after. I've seen one completely over downtown Memphis, Sunshine. And as a matter of fact, we're going to definitely do some interviews tonight. And we're going to follow Sunshine in the Memphis area. So, I'm keeping track of who I'm going to bring on. Again, hopefully we're going to have this person on maybe tonight, I'm not sure, that had actually seen the debris of the crash over North Carolina. According to what the person had stated, after that crash thing happened, or whatever's coming down, they saw something that sounds like it was a big spaceship afterwards coming over them. And what I do understand, and I can't wait to do this interview with this person, they were one of the few people that actually saw what was coming down. All right? So very interesting to get the perspective if they come in tonight. It'll be very interesting to get their perspective as to what happened. So this is Encounters. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm CmdrAleon. I don't have my ear pods. I don't know what I did with them. They're somewhere. I took them with me and left them in the car. But anyway, it's good to have you all with us here. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna take that one on there. Let's see. Okay, Miami incident. I think that the Miami incident is something that I've kind of neutralized myself on. I think something did happen, but I don't know exactly what, and I kind of stay away from that because I think there's bigger things going on. But I appreciate FTG. Are they in the firmament? Hold on a minute. Give me a second here. All right. So the firmament doesn't exist. That's one of the other things I want people to realize, that that whole thing was a lie. It was created on the internet. When the internet started, somebody started that whole thing. Everything can come in and out of the planet if it wishes to. There's nothing blocking it. So there's nothing like that that exists, although that has been perpetuated by some people on the web for many years. Yes, so we can get into that in a minute. Give me one moment. I'm going to answer that question. Okay, so let me get back to the questions here. So the DC crash, I'm going to tell you about the DC crash. I had questions about it, but this person, if they come on tonight, we'll get some information from them of what happened, because they never had seen anything like this. But it wasn't crashed in DC. The actual object crashed outside of DC. And I'll be more specific about this. I didn't go on the web looking for information of how things crashed, but I can tell you that my friend, and I mentioned this last night, maybe she'll come on if she's on tonight, my friend from Vermont, who has been on the Ashtar ships hundreds of times already since last year. She has documentation, and on one of her phones, there's a picture of this triangular ship that went over her property, and she was taken aboard the Ashtar ship when things were happening. For those that missed it last night, that show has been recorded. That's on my YouTube channel, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. I've been getting a lot of questions about this. So the Ashtar Command was trying to dissuade the reptilians, because I know there's people asking me these questions, so I'm going to be very transparent about it. They were trying to get the reptilians to give up this weapon that they had, that they were transporting for use on Earth against whatever purpose they're going to use it. They were going to use it against certain life forms on our planet. And so the argument ensued. They were trying to give the reptilians every chance to give up the weapon off their ship, and they wouldn't do it. So now the Ashtar Command, which I'm from off planet, I'm with the Ashtar Command. They try to think of all the peaceful ways to have a solution. But the reptilians were really bent on this weapon that they had, which destroyed a lot of things in the ocean, at the surface bed of the ocean, including, as I said last night, the mer people and other people were injured, or they were killed by this weapon that was the U.S. government knows about, the people involved in the project knew about, and they tried to take this other weapon, which they originally got away with, but then the command saw the ship, that the reptilians had this ship, they had the weapon on it. They argued over it. They tried to get the reptilians to give it up. They wouldn't do it, and therefore, what you had seen as being crashed, the reason why it wasn't on TV or news media is because it would never make it on the news media, you know. And the fact is, they got the weapon, the Ashtar Command got the weapon, and the weapon was destroyed. I don't know what kind of weapon it was, but obviously it was pretty big. The object itself was destroyed with the reptilians that were in there, that were working against everything that we want to see happen, which is contact and the peaceful connection of the Earth people with the star people. So they had to take action, and the things coming down that we're seeing over North Carolina and other places was that reptilian ship that was destroyed. The person said in North Carolina they saw unmarked black cars that were probably government vehicles. And my friend April talked about it on her live the other night, that the ones with the government came in to do a sweep operation or cleanup operation. So after the crash, they came in and cleaned up the area of any debris from that reptilian craft, so nobody would find any pieces of that craft on the ground. They did a complete cleanup operation. It was a complete cleanup operation. So I want to answer your question. I think it's Jin Carito. I wanted to answer your question as honestly as I could. And I appreciate the question. There's no video of it. There's no video of there's video this person has of the trail of this thing crashing. And then he also had, these things happen so quickly, and I hope we get him on tonight or tomorrow night to come forward. But it actually was a reptilian spaceship that was taken out. No, we're not sold containers. Let's see. Yeah, Sunshine, the UFO is shaped like a triangle and had a plasma red pulsing on the side of its belly. I think Sunshine is talking about her encounter. When are we going to reveal ourselves? I think Kenny says, when are you going to reveal yourselves? Okay, so the Astro Command, the Star People, in 2026. I think that's your question. And then we're going to bring Sunshine up here. I know there's a lot of questions here. Let's see. I'm going to bring Ashley up first. Gosh, Ashley, I didn't even know you were in the queue. Hey, sister, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
I got to bring my volume. I don't know my earpods though, so I'm working without them. But go ahead.
Okay, I'm at Meyer. Sorry, I just got out of work, and I was running. I'm out of breath. So I talked to Jeremy today. He said that he had to go to bed earlier tonight. But he will be on. He said tomorrow works for him.
Okay, tomorrow night. So
Yep.
Jeremy is the person we're going to have on. Ashley has been doing great. She has been coordinating a connection with the person that did see the crashed object, and we're going to have him on. Tell him we will have him on tomorrow night. He will be on. Jeremy's the person we'll have on, and we'll be interviewing him about what he saw. And then when he was talking, he talked about when this thing was shot down, there was a spaceship over him.
Yeah, he said that he saw I don't remember if because I seen a couple videos. I don't remember if he said that he saw what, I think he said he saw it fall, and then what was behind it was huge, is what he said.
That had to be the Ashtar ship.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yep.
So
he said it was so huge.
Yeah, it was huge. So this corresponds with April. April talked about when she was on the Ashtar ship, and this ship they had to take the ship down because the reptilians would not listen to the Astro Command people. But they got the weapons.
I heard you talking about it when I was getting gas. Yep. He said that also or maybe it was another video. I sent it to you, I think, and it shows something falling down. The lights falling down. I don't know if it's somebody just putting a video up and claiming.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. But I think that Jeremy's going to be really good because Jeremy's real and Jeremy did see it.
Yeah, and he's not, I looked at his videos. He's not the type to post stuff, and make stuff up like that.
No, he's
but
honest.
because you could tell that he was like, I don't know what I just saw.
He was freaked out over it.
Yeah, and he just posted a new video today too, talking a little bit about it, but he said, yeah, tomorrow night works for him.
Yeah, we're going to do a good. So we're going to be doing an interview with the person that did see it. I checked his profile, his all his information. This guy is straight up honest, and he's in North Carolina. He saw the thing crashing, and then there was a big, huge spaceship that was afterward. He saw this big spaceship,
It
and I
made no
believe
noise.
no noise. It was probably one of our
Yep.
Astro ships that was the one that had to take out the reptilian ship. And I know for some people it's like this is like almost like a movie scene, but this is real, folks. The reptilians had a big weapon that the U.S. knew about. The people involved in working with the negative ETs, and that was going to be used against people somewhere, just like in the Indian Ocean. They were going to use this object and it destroyed a lot of things. A lot of things in the Indian Ocean, including mer people, space people. I talked about this last night. And so this is very important. What after I'm talking about, and what I'm talking about here is this is where you're going to get the information from. What the news media, the networks are going to tell you, they're not going to tell you anything. That's why it's a blackout on the news media. They can't talk about this stuff. They probably don't even know what's going on. But I do. I
Yeah,
definitely
they're
know.
not saying anything about it. There's like nothing about it at all.
And that's because this was these are the people that tell the media you can't talk about this stuff.
Yep.
But we are on encounters.
Yep. But yep. All
Wow.
right. Well, they close in 10 minutes, so I got to grab my stuff and get out
I'll
of
let you go.
here. And then, but yeah, he said tomorrow works for him, and I gave him your profile, and I'm also send him an invite too when you go on.
Oh,
So
good. Very good, Ashley. You did some great work there. I appreciate you.
no problem.
All right. You
I'll
heard it.
I'll be listening.
All right. I'll let you down.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Take care. So, Jeremy in North Carolina is the person that we're going to have. We're going to have him on tomorrow night, and he's going to tell us what he saw. He saw the crashing of this reptilian ship. He didn't know it was a reptilian ship, but the Aztec man had to take this ship out. They got the weapon off the ship, the whatever this thing was. They got it before taking out the ship with the reptilians that were negative, and then cleanup operations went into effect. Wherever it was where this thing crashed, they probably sealed off the area, and I'm pretty sure they had cleanup operations. We're going to find out more what happened, what he was able to see then. I'm going to read some of your comments. I'm going to get the person on here about their sighting. Let me see. If I go backwards, I'll try to find her. All right. Let's see here. Here, the sunshine. Sunshine, let's see. Am I getting sunshine on here? What am I doing? That's what I want to do. So I'm inviting sunshine on here. Let me just let people know you have to be over 18. No foul language, no kids, no smoking, no vaping, no drinking, no drunks, no paranormal discussion, no politics, and no religion. So sunshine, we just sent you an invite. Hopefully they can come on. Just Jane Doe, can they beam the weapon away? Good question. I don't think they can do that, but they were able to take the weapon that the reptilians had off their ship before, and they cornered the reptilian ship that was trying to get away, and they had to destroy it. They were unwilling to let go of what they had, which is a very destructive weapon that would have been used on our planet. They, Autumn, are the reptilians. The reptilians were involved with our government, and the government, and when I say government, I'm not saying that the president of the country or the Congress or Senate knows anything about this. They don't. There's a government within our government that dealt with the reptilians, working with them. So we have people within the secret government, within our government, that have been working all along with the negative ETs to let them do what they wanted to do. What they were trying to do is, and what they're still trying to do, is stop contact in 2026. So there's going to be things that they're going to try to do between now and then, and it's not going to be successful, nor will it work. Bring your comments here. Liana, hey, were they already using the weapon? Yes, they used they had two of them. Although they had the one that they got away with, and then the one they used in the Indian Ocean, which was very destructive, destroyed all the marine life, all the vegetation in the depths of the Indian Ocean in this area, and the space base was not affected, but many the mer people and some of the space people were totally affected, and it was not good. And this is our secret government within our government allowing them to do this. Why aren't they saying UFO news? Not sure why. Can you please tell us his TikTok name, Jeremy? I don't have it in front of me, but tomorrow night you'll get to know that. Tomorrow night you'll get to know that as well. Jennifer Lapita, thank you. They got the weapon. It was during the when the CERN was operating. Some of the negative ETs were brought in. The government knew about it. They used the CERN activity to open a portal, which was closed by the command. They closed everything down, the portals down. But they got in with these weapons. One of them was used in the Indian Ocean, and this other one they got away with. But then the command was seeing one of their ships coming over a certain area. It was a triangular ship, and they had the weapon on that ship. The weapon was taken out. I don't know how they did it, because I wasn't there. But they were able to take the weapon, but they had to destroy the reptilian ship because it was there to do some bad stuff. Missy, thank you for the question. How they got? So I don't know exactly how they got it, but they were able to take the weapon and also destroy the weapon. Could it have been a biological weapon? I really honestly don't know. It was something way worse than anything like that. I am Neo 333. The police work with reptilians. I have no idea. I would tell you if I did. I wouldn't go out and boldly say on my show that's yes or no. I don't know that that's true or not. Let's see here. I'm reading your comments here. Oh, in the 1960s, alcove. Okay. See, I have not been tuned into that. I wouldn't doubt it. I just never really focused on that part. Hey, Cosmic Cultural, good to see you. Brenda, hey, Brenda. Yeah, so when they say like the live, that's important because if you like what you're watching, it's just a thing where on TikTok you show your support by pressing and tapping, and that's why you like the live, basically. Nora Zora, thank you. Brenda, if I'm in your live, it's to learn, and that's fine. So you don't have to, press the button to like the live if you don't want to do that. It's a good thing. It just shows that you do like the program. That's interesting, Jersey for Life. And Brenda, I'm glad you're here to learn on encounters. You definitely will learn a lot of things here. Some reptilians are not bad. It's just like the human beings. There are bad and good humans. But the ones that are bad, they're bad. And they don't care. They're doing whatever the government wants them to do here in our world. And any way to disrupt contact is what they're here to do. So there's a lot going on right now. It's amazing how every day now things are going kind of nutty. Karen, what was your question? With TikTok filtering things, I didn't get your question. So Karen, actually, maybe we'll just bring you up here. So Karen, why don't you come on up and ask the question? Because I know TikTok filters out words, so I don't see everything. I just sent you an invite. Sue House, good to see you. Do the reptilians have a pact with our government? Yes. No, it's not a matter of feeding them. That's not happening. Humans are not being fed to reptilians. That's not the way it works. But the reptilians and the Zeta were involved over the 70 years in abduction of human beings. Let's see. Thank you, Sue. Stony, good evening, everybody. And I got a lot of knowledge, cosmic knowledge here, so I can answer most questions. And you'll see me say, if I don't have the answer, I'll tell you. It's going to come to light soon as we go into next year. Thank you, Lily. It's going to come into light soon. And I really want people to understand who are new here that I'm very involved with the Astro Command myself. I am from off planet. I am human like everybody else. I have a life here, but I'm not from here. I came out of the closet probably 21 years ago. Although, as a kid, I had my first encounter in the 60s, 1960s, with space people that had light blue outfits that were taller than me, and they were very, very beautiful people. And I believe then that was the Ashtar Command who I was seeing as a kid. For that was the only time I got to see them physically in a spaceship as I was looking at them. You too tired? Okay, Karen. Well, I hope you feel better and rest better. My cup of tea. So is the shadow government going to use Project Bluebeam? Well, Project Bluebeam really doesn't exist. That is an illusion to get people confused on Earth. There is no Project Bluebeam. That was created on the internet by probably somebody in the government years ago, and everyone goes with it. So if there's nothing to go with, they throw that in there. It's just really to divert people from the truth. My cup of tea. Good to see you, by the way. And I am getting a lot of questions now with everything going on that's happening. The spaceship off the coast of the Chesapeake Bay was an Ashtar Command ship. That video, by the way, is gone. Where I was able to get the video was taken down on another place. That you'll never see it. You will see it here. Thank goodness I got that video. When you see the video I have on my page, it shows the person zooming in on the ship off the coast of the Chesapeake Bay near Langley Air Force Base. That particular vessel, that's a multicolored vessel, is an Ashtar Command ship. When will we get the truth? Right here on Encounters. I'm not trying to be facetious, but you will get the truth right here on this show. This is where a lot of information is going to be disseminated as we get into the next year. We're going to bring you information here as best we can. Also, with my friend April and myself together, we're going to provide you with the best information possible. And I would say to you this, listen to us Saturday night. Saturday night is our Ashtar Command Contact Show. My friend April, Friends with Furries, will join me. And also myself will be moderating and we'll be answering questions regarding the Ashtar Command on Saturday night. And you are always very transparent on my broadcast here. So we definitely hope that you'll be able to join us Saturday as well. Hello, World 0377. So let me touch base on nuclear war. There's nothing to worry about on that front. It will not be happening. As a matter of fact, every single weapon of war will be neutralized before contact. That means all your nuclear weapons on your planet and everything else in that genre, so to speak. You're welcome, Hello World. I know that's a question that's on the minds of many people. Zero Twisted. I don't know about the type 1, 2, 3, or 4. I can tell you that there's two things very simply that humans need to understand. There is the star people, which are the spiritual cosmic Christed people from other planets. And then there are the lower vibrational beings that are not spiritual whatsoever. And they don't look human like we do. Many of them have actually messed up their planetary systems, and they operate in a third dimensional existence. So they're not operating in a higher frequency existence. They cannot go into a higher state of consciousness because they are operating in a very limited state of consciousness, or a low vibrational consciousness. So yeah, so it's not so much types. There are, again, the positive spiritual cosmic beings of light, and then there are the lower vibrational beings, which are the reptilians, and one or two other groups. Yeah, Project Blue Beam, Brenda, does not exist. It's been perpetuated over the years on the internet. Somebody created it. I would not put it past the secret government to have created that, so that people would say Swampcast or Project Blue Beam. Well, that has to be Project Blue Beam, but no one's ever seen Project Blue Beam because it doesn't exist. There is no Project Blue Beam. I appreciate the question. Tara, good to see you. Jane, good to see you. You're watching Encounters. I'm with the Ashtar Command here on Earth. I'm also the host of this show. I've been my background's in media, news media, and journalism back in the 70s, where I studied that with Pacifica Radio and NPR radio people, mostly with Pacifica Radio. And I'm also from off planet. I have my consciousness is cosmic Christed consciousness with the Ashtar Command directly. I'm a telepathic communicator. I don't channel anything. I don't have any crystal balls or anything. So when I speak with confidence because I know what I'm talking about. I don't have any hesitation in anything. I'm happy to answer questions because I can. And I'll also be telling you, if I don't know the answer, you're going to get an honest answer from me too, which is important. Let's see here. Cosmic Christie, thank you. Nico, Modern Warrior will be drone and communications. Does NASA lie to us? Absolutely. Mandy smiles. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, so in terms of NASA, that's a given. Once in a while, they like to throw some little hooks out, some little hooks of truth, but most times NASA lies to the public. And NASA is also part of the cover-up. NASA is also part of the cover-up. Let me see here. Let's see. Whoops. So welcome everybody. I am answering your questions. And this is a big thing last night. I really didn't do any interviews. I had a lot of questions popping up. And tonight I'll do the same thing. I will take guest interviews, but I am really more interested in answering your questions. You don't get to usually hear me speak about things because you hear my guests, but I have a lot of knowledge of what's going down right now, and I will answer your questions. Do we still have astronauts up in space today? Yes. I think it's Iris, yes. We do have people in the space station that are there. Brenda says, the best way to explain life, how many lies you believe and how many truths you believe in. And the lies are easy to detect, at least for a lot of people, hopefully. Many people are more awake that we are lied to about the existence of life elsewhere. That's been a lie for over 70 years. Pakistan, Naveed in Pakistan, welcome, brother, to our show. You're watching Naveed Encounters. This is a show about disclosure, about cosmic truth, about contact happening in 2027. And I'm sure people in Pakistan will see the spaceships too. New video of falling object surface at Seoul with jet streams. Nico. How can we help protect marine life? I think the important thing is, hey, cosmic cultural, is now that you're aware that the reptilians tried to do this, they won't be able to do it again to the space base that was in the ocean, which didn't get affected, but many of the marine life in the Indian Ocean were at the time, over a month ago when this happened, marine life and vegetation were destroyed by this weapon. But the Astro Command is working diligently in that part of the Indian Ocean. They're replenishing the vegetation, they're replenishing everything. And they're healing that part of the planet right now. Is Planet X beside the sun? If you're talking about Narubu, in terms of that, Narubu does exist. Some people have actually recorded it at times. So whether it's behind the sun, I would say all the pictures I've seen many years ago it was hidden by the sun's light, and some people have actually gotten, with good cameras, gotten pictures of it. Let's see. Have you heard Grandma B? Excuse me. Have you heard the story of Katie Davis from Indianapolis? It was news broadcast from 1983. No, I can't say I'm familiar with that. Hetty, good to see you. I don't know if they were showing up. Hetty, we'll bring you up here. I know TikTok filters the comments because I see the TikTok will come over my screen with a message saying we are filtering some comments. So that could be happening. Naveed, thank you so much, brother, in Pakistan. And if you're in Pakistan or any other country watching this show, I'm glad to have you with us in the Middle East, wherever you are. Contact will be happening all over the planet, and people from all different walks of life will be able to see the spaceships. I am just me. Yes, I see them. Hey, I am just me. Who took out the ship? Jesus, I'll answer that question very directly. The reptilian ship, which had the weapon that was taken off the ship, the Ashtar Command had to take the ship out. And that also included some of the reptilians gave up, but the other reptilians that were on the ship did not want to give up the weapon. So they had an argument with the Ashtar Command people. This is off planet. And it ensued where the command had to take that ship out. And they don't usually do that. They usually talk things out if there's disagreements about things. It's very unusual when they have to do something, but the reptilians left them with no choice. And therefore, that object, that debris was coming down towards Earth, was from the destruction of the reptilian spaceship. So you're just coming in. No one out there on TikTok knows this, except for April and myself. She was on the ship, when the Ashtar ship that took out, and she saw the reptilians that they were interrogating, and the ones that would not give up the weapon. She was on the ship, the Ashtar ship, with the Ashtar Command when this all came down. You're not going to hear this anywhere else. Jesus disciplined, I think. Go ahead. I see a question here. I got a pic the other day. Chino says, hey, Chino. Sonia, thank you. Hey, Paranormal in the Philippines, good to see you, brother. I mod for someone, and sometimes I can see my own comments get filtered out. Yeah, no, they do. Oh, Hetty was saying, I just saying TikTok didn't alert me you were live. That's interesting. Yeah, TikTok does that. It doesn't alert people. Isn't that kind of weird? Elena Dennis, I'm familiar with her. Yeah, I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't trust. I think she's, the problem with her is I think she's channeling, and I don't trust her. There's something about her I just don't trust. Mystic Marvin, good to see you. And I have to go, my inner guidance tells me that I've never trusted her. And when I hear her name, there's just something about her that doesn't seem right. Let's see here. Commander, I'm going to search for an apple cider company to sponsor you. Oh, that'd be interesting. If we get an apple cider company sponsoring me, I'd be honored to have that. Thank you. Well, because I like apple cider, And on my show here, one of the things about me is you'll see me with a glass of apple cider most nights. And being in New England, apple cider is a big thing. So, yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Jesus Discipline. Mystic PNW. My dad and uncle saw a spaceship in the desert of Israel. Interesting. Maybe we can have you talk about that. Yeah, Pakistan is next to India, China, and Afghanistan. It is not, not Middle East. I'm sorry about that. You're right. You know, I knew you were somewhere in that area away from the Middle East. So that whole area, even India, China, Afghanistan, that whole region where you are, yeah, they'll see those when the spaceships start coming. You'll see them up in that area too. Thank you, Naveed, for the geographical understanding. Which extraterrestrial race is the most advanced? Is it the Arcturians? I would say that all the star races are advanced equally. So it's not one versus the other. I'd say all the star people are advanced. Thank you, Jennifer. All the star people are advanced. They'll equally have that advancement. No, none of the star people are less advanced than the others. They're all equally advanced. Kirby Girl, good to see you. As a TV, so I could, if I had the technology, I could give you an example. But let's put it this way: the technology of the space people is so super advanced. Their spaceships can travel anywhere in the multiverse in a nanosecond. They can go wherever they wish to go. It's really pretty much acid TV beyond our human comprehension of the Ashtar Command spaceships. Some of the ships are living vessels, meaning that their consciousness collectively creates a spaceship. So unlike we are creating these pencil-shaped spaceships with metal, Ashtar Command ships, many of them are living ships created through consciousness collectively. Let's see, Grandma B. Kathy Davis wrote a book called Intruders, and evidently they made a movie. Interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems like, I'm not sure why they're not alerting. Usually TikTok will see a thing come over my screen saying it's alerting people to my live. And at some point tonight, if it says that, then it's going to say we're alerting people to your live. I didn't see that either. Commander she did have a galactic flyover in Colorado, and thousands of people saw it. Blessed mom. Interesting. Commander, do you trust me? Do I trust you? Well, at least I've known you for a long time. What would you like to say? Do I trust you? Brother, you know I trust you. You've been with me for a long time on the show here. I had surgery when I was 9 and have memories of hanging out with Jesus during it. Was I on a ship? Well, you probably were. If you have the memories, you're telling me the story of your memories. It probably was something that happened to you, Aunt Unicorn. And let's see here. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's see. Hey, Commander. I'm just trying to catch up with everybody here. Cool and so interesting. Jane, let's see. Oh, wow. We're even over 100,000 already. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for everyone who's tapping. Thank you. Thank you. You're a beautiful group of viewers all over the world. Yep. Let's see here. Please read my comment. MP Press. I'm hoping it's not being filtered. Matter of fact, let me bring you up. MP Press. We'll bring you up to ask me the question because TikTok is filtering comments. You have to be over 18. I'll be happy to answer your question. If you press the multi-guest option, I can bring you up and we can answer your question. Where is that? MP Press. Okay, I'm going to bring Ashley back up. MP Press, come on up. And Sunshine, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, what happened here? That was weird. I don't know, Ashley, if you're trying to come up or not, but I did see you in the queue. So you don't trust channelers, but sure then. So most channels I don't trust because I found over the years on Facebook that every time somebody channels something, they were channeling their higher self, and I don't trust channels because of that. Now with Bashar, with Alanka, I think that he is getting very direct information. Some people say it's channeling. I think he is communicating with them. But even at that level, I think he's been more authentic than most of the people out there. I just don't put my apples in channeling. No pun intended about the apples. But I think people, like I said, I'm a telepathic communicator with the Ashtar Command, and my information comes direct. So I don't. I just seen too many people get burned through channeling, and I tell people on my show, go within, meditate, and connect with your cosmic level of your higher self to order to connect eventually with the star people that you're connected with, and you'll be able to do it no matter what it takes. Yeah, so April, my sister April in Vermont, she is having she goes on the ship, which is different than people that channel. She is physically, probably over 100 and how many times now on the ship. She's met our space family on the ship, our biological family. And so her communications is way different than those that channel, that are on Facebook or whatever, channeling things. I don't believe in channeling. I think people need to have real experiences, and I've always been that way. Yeah. Yeah, last night it was late. I don't even remember what time it was there. Let's see here. And Empress, I'm going to try getting you in again. I don't know what's happening, but you can come on. You have 54 followers. I just pressed it again. Go on to the multi-guest option, Empress, and I will be happy to try to answer your question. Welcome to our show. If you're just tuning in, it's 12:20 a.m. You're watching the worldwide broadcast of Encounters, a show that's out of this world. I'm CmdrAleon. I am with the Ashtar Command. I'm also a contactee. I'm also involved in the C5 activity here in New England, in the United States. We have an Ashtar Command contact group, and I'm also a radio host of WESU-FM, NPR Pacifica Radio for 21 years, and I'm also from Mars originally before coming to Earth. So yeah, I'm like a cosmic book or whatever. I don't know why it's not letting you in. I did try to get you through here. Jordan Bell, thank you. That's interesting. Actually, you're not touching the tapping. Maybe the Ashtar Command is tapping. Ashley, maybe the Ashtar Command is tapping your screen. You're not tapping at all. So I want to explain something here. Weird things do happen on this show. Ashley is not Ashley, I'm going to try to bring you up here for one more minute. Ashley, actually, you have to request to come up here. I want to explain something about that. So she's not tapping on her phone, and her phone is being tapped. I don't mean she's not being tapped by the government. I mean tapped, like tapping, that definition of tapped. So you are not tapping your phone, Ashley, correct? Let me see what her response is here. MUCIP. So the way to make contact is through meditation. It's using higher dimensional music, and if you meditate and listen to higher frequencies of music and turn your brain off, you'll be able to slowly be able to connect with your higher self. That's the first step. After you connect with your higher self, then you can make that attempt in Christ consciousness, to connect with your star family. I see tiny creatures, Craig Matella. Hey, Craig. Really? That's interesting. Vitamin C. Same thing has been happening to my phone. My tapping amount has been going up without me doing it. Very interesting. Now, let me explain something here. I want to tell people what's happening. Okay? The Ashtar Command watches this show on the spaceship. The Ashtar Command ship is watching this show now. They're tuned in on the spaceship right now. There are many ships. the ship that my parents are on, they have a monitoring screen. And I don't know how to explain it more than they can monitor everything we're doing. They're watching the show here. And that's the second person that said their screen's tapping without them tapping it. I'm going to bring Ashley up here, I think. This is interesting. Interesting. Oh, this
Hey.
is really crazy. Hetty says her phone is doing it too.
Yeah, I was replying hi to Linda Lovely. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay. I pulled over to do this. I was replying to Linda and it just started typing in random random letters, and then I got it to backspace, and then it started doing different emojis when I didn't
Really?
have the emojis up.
Really?
And so,
Have
I
you?
got it to delete, and then I hit send, and then it kept on doing it, and then I was I looked at my phone, and my phone's at 5%. It's at 4% now. It was at 97 when I left work, and
Oh my
I
God.
got to work at 11:20,
Well, I've had three
an
people say
hour
that,
ago.
and Ashley, Hetty, and one other person just said to me that their phone is tapping without them tapping the screen.
Oh
Well,
my
we got up to,
gosh.
we're at 123,000 already, which I think the Astro Command is making sure that my likes go up. You know they watch the show. People need to know they watch the show.
Right.
They're watching the show right now. They're super excited. And for anyone who doesn't believe this, this is true. They are watching every one of you right now on the screen on a spaceship off planet Earth. You're being viewed
Lynn,
right here on a ship, on a monitoring screen.
Lynn, Linda's saying it's doing hers too now.
Yeah, we're getting up to 125,000, which is crazy. We're
Oh
going up
my
to
gosh.
we're almost at 126,000 likes.
Okay, everybody stop tapping, and let's see
Yeah.
if it stops.
Okay, so if everyone stops tapping for a minute, let's see if it stops. It's 27.1. If you're not
Nobody
watching this,
tap.
if you're not watching this show now, you're missing something extraordinary.
This has never happened before. Oh my gosh. And my phone is still at 4%. It was plugged in all day at work. When I left work an hour ago, it was at 97%. And when my phone started messing up, I looked at it. It's at 5%.
Mm-hmm.
It's at 4% now. I got it on the
Mm-hmm.
charger. But nobody, okay, so nobody's tapping.
Okay,
Nobody
we're at
tap. And
127.5. It's still going up.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do an experiment here. Give me a second. My space family, I know you're watching the show. Are you making people's phones tap? Now, obviously, I don't have my earpods on, so if I had them on, I can hear a response. Ashtar Command, greetings, brothers and sisters on the ship. You're watching the show. Let me do this. If the Ashtar Command is tapping some phones, can you make 410 people's phones tap right now? Just as an example, since I can't talk to you, can you do that if that's happening? It'd be kind of funny if all 412 people had their phones tapping. No, I
My
don't have
phone's
to. I'm never careful. That's the thing. If I was careful, I wouldn't even be doing this show right now. I know
now it
right
just
now.
stopped.
It just stopped. Okay.
I just seen there's very few, like now there's just a little few hearts going up. But did
Yeah.
somebody just share? Because I seen a share. Did somebody share?
Yeah. I know there are things happening. Everybody, I want you to know it's all good. This show is protected by the Ashtar Command. So when I say something like this, they're listening. And okay, DBO says mine's tapping. Some of you have your phones tapping by themselves. It is our Ashtar Command. They're just, my father and others on the ship. I have a father, a mother, two sisters, and a brother. And it's still going up. Kit Kat's. Hey, Kit Kat. Let me bring Kit
Now
Kat
it's
up here.
going. If
This
this is
is
the Ashtar command,
Kit Kat. Come on
keep
up.
tapping.
This is the Ashtar command. So they're
And
sending
now
hearts
it's
to my
going
show.
crazy. Yeah.
So this has never happened on my show before, but like I said, my father and the people on the ship are watching my show right now. This is absolutely beautiful. This is the most beautiful thing I've seen here happening. If you're not watching this show, you're seeing something that the Ashtar Command is able to do. What they're telling you is, just like I said, they can shut down all the nuclear weapons. They're able to affect our electronic devices, and they're doing it right now. Let's see here.
Wow. It's just going
I
crazy.
don't know who these two people are. Okay, Karen. I know who Karen is. I'm going to bring Karen up. I know who Karen is. Some very beautiful stuff going on here. Let's see. Karen should be able to come in here. Hey, Karen, how are you? Hi, Karen. Karen? I don't know if Karen, were you trying to come up? Karen? I don't know if they brought her up or what's going on here. Karen, I don't know if you meant to come up or not. Are you there? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. She might not have been, trying to come up. So things are happening right now as we speak. The Ashtar Command is having phones tap on their own. And Kit Kat's here. Let me get Kit Kat on. She's one of our 5. I also invited April. Hey, Kit Kat.
When I went to request, it took me a couple of times to try to request, but when I requested, it requested for you, but it put me on panel on a Chinese live, and I had to back out and come back into yours.
Oh, that was really wild. Hey,
Yeah.
Kit Kat, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, our Ashtar Command family is having phones tapped to like the show.
Yeah, my phone is getting the hearts going all up the screen.
And this I want to say something. This is being documented. If people don't think I'm documenting this, TikTok records all our shows, and I put them on instant replay. This show is going to be on my YouTube channel by tomorrow. This is even more loving and interesting that just watch this happening on my broadcast. Right now, as I'm sitting here, I've told people this before, whether you believe me or not, I don't need any advice. I know what's happening right now. I know what's happening.
The hearts just stopped.
We're being contacted by our space people. They're tapping your phones to say, yes, we are here. We love his show. They love my show. They absolutely love my show. And I don't know where how many likes I have right now. They're just going to zoom them right up. And they love my show.
That's
And
so
they're
the hearts just stopped on mine.
Yeah. So if you
They're going on mine.
If your phone's tapping hearts, that's the Ashtar Command using your phone to show that you like my show. And they love my show. My parents love the show on the ship. You understand something. I'm not from this world. I came from off planet. And my consciousness is Earth consciousness, cosmic Christed consciousness. And I came from another consciousness world that is much different than Earth. Okay? Now, if you see this, Monica has it. If if you wanted proof that the Ashtar Command is real, if your phones are tapping by themselves, that is the Ashtar Command. Some people's phones aren't doing anything, but they're using a number of phones to show you that we exist. Daynarda's phone is doing it. It's at 140. This is who. I don't have to interview anybody right now.
Nicole, can you text April and ask her to come on here so she can see this?
Yeah, I want April to see this too.
I know Nicole can get a hold of her, probably.
Yeah, Nicole, try to do that. So what you're seeing here is amazing. If you're not watching this show right now and you're on some other TikTok listening to somebody with a crystal ball, this is where you need to be. All right? Nico says, hearts are going wild. Paranola says, my messaging has gone very quick. And I would say 2/3 of our audience are having their phones when they come in here start to tap and like my show. The tapping that is happening on your phones is happening by the Ashtar Command, the people by Space Family. They're tapping your phones to show you that we exist, number one, and number two, no matter where they are in space, they can affect the electronics in a positive way. And they're tapping your phone to show you that they really love me. My parents love me on the ship, and the Ashtar Command loves the work I'm doing. You know, they love the work I'm doing. Yes, you're seeing a lot of hearts. And I will say this is the first night, ever since last night, I really was getting a lot of questions about contact. And since then, and tonight, now the command is utilizing your cell phones to tap on your screen to like the show. Thank you, Jane. Kirby says, I'm not seeing no hearts. That's interesting. Okay, so the people that want to see hearts on their phone without you tapping. So I'm going to say an experiment here with the Ashtar Command. Some people's phones aren't tapping. Can you tap some of the other phones to let people know that you're there, to let them know that you're watching the show? Please tap on their phones too. It's all positive what's happening here. And please, those that say you don't say anything, make sure that the people see the taps. So I'm monitoring the show here, and now we're just having a beautiful communal experience on encounters with the Ashtar Command. Some phones they'll stop tapping them. Some phones are tapping. Red one
My
says
phone is going crazy right now.
Leslie's
It's saying
phone's going
modify live status. Now it just pops
Wait a
up
minute.
and goes down. I can't even read it because it's popping up and going down. Disconnect, cancel,
And let me see
modify.
here. Did the Ashtar Command, if people have any TikTok gifts that I haven't pressed yet, don't touch your gifts. I want to see if the Ashtar Command can shoot up some gifts here for the show. Now that I said that, we'll see. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but they are watching. They're watching the show right now. So we're in contact with the command. I am telepathically open now for communications. J9
My phone.
Okay, who
My
did the
phone is
gift?
just going crazy.
Wait a minute. Miracle Magic, did you send a gift to me just now? Miracle Magic. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to 200,000. Oh, you did? Okay. I just want to verify that. Thank you. Yeah, well, the hearts come from the right bottom screen. That's where it starts. They always come from the right bottom, and they shoot up from the right bottom. We're at about 148. I'm not even telling people to do anything. I just got another something like the ghost. And I'm hearing like a voice. Do you hear the voice?
I heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a voice. I hear a human voice speaking. Ashtar Command, I know, are you coming through Kit Kat's phone or Ashley's phone to say hello? I don't have my earpods on, so I'm at a disadvantage tonight to be able to hear what's happening. F. King says, my phone is draining fast.
Yeah,
Jetty says, amazing. Now, when I got on here, this wasn't happening. I got on here at 11 o'clock. We're going to be on here till 1 a.m., and at 1 a.m., we're going to be signing off. But since the Ashtar Command is having people send hearts to me, again, like I want to say that contact is truly happening in 2026, and they're watching. They can hear every word I say on the spaceship right now as we're speaking. So if you're here now, you're in for a wonderful treat. This is something that's never happened on my broadcast here, and they are now watching the show. Well, they've been watching the show since they got on. So if you don't believe this is happening, it's happening. And what we'd like to do for those that might be skeptical, could the command make their phones tap so that they know that this is real? So for the skeptics out there, tap their phones. We want to get the hearts going on the people that are skeptical and make their phones tap.
I'm going to mute for a second.
And who's sending me the ghost? Who just did the ghost? I know somebody gifted me a ghost. Yeah, this is what we call love in action by the Ashtar Command. I am just me. I didn't get your question. I didn't see it. I'm seeing you say something now. Okay, who just did? Oh, Jersey for Life. Did you just send me that? Jersey for Life did the ghost. Jersey for Life? I want to verify you did that. Jersey for Life, did you send me that ghost? Yeah, she sent me a boo-boo. Thank you for the ghost. Okay, good. So I'm just verifying that those are real. I want to be transparent about this. So people are sending me gifts like that. Thank you. And right now you're watching encounters with some really amazing, beautiful things happening here. Are we going to have an announcement from the government? Let's put it this way. They're going to be forced to say something before the end of 2025 and maybe earlier in the middle part of 2025. But we are, the government is in a very a situation that they can't get out of. They cornered themselves into a trap. The government, when I take secret government that's been lying to the public here on Earth, they put themselves in a corner. And when I'm saying that, I mean that we're going to have this thing opened up way, way before 2026 in terms of the knowledge, not the contact part, the knowledge. Every one of you is going to have more knowledge of what's happening on this show with myself and April on her broadcast than you'll ever get anywhere on social media. You see, they didn't expect us. They didn't expect me to come forward and get on TikTok and do what I'm doing here. But we are here to tell you the truth about the space people, about the truth about what's happening, about what's going on. And there are a number of you that know what's going on that have been following us. And the government is very scared. As a matter of fact, I got to drink some apple cider. The government's very scared. They're scared of all of you. They're scared of everyone waking up, you see. That's what they're scared of. But the fact is, you're all going to wake up. You're all going to know what's going on. We're going to make sure of it. And there will not be one person out there that won't know what's going to be happening in 2026 and how it's going to happen. And there's no fear to be had. And if you hear anything on the internet creating fear about contact, don't believe it, because it's all lies. They're going to try to turn it around and make it look like they're protecting our planet from some evil race of beings that are coming here. Don't believe anything that anyone says. Even if a human comes on TikTok and says it, don't believe it. Whatever their agenda is, don't believe it. It's all lies. YouTube, TikTok, whatever. Oh, I am just me. I'm sorry to hear that. Brenda says, loud buzzing in my ear. Do we not see hearts when others tap screens? You should. I'm seeing hearts coming up on the right bottom, which is the way it's supposed to be. Miracle Magic, sending you all love and support. I'm showing 154. Well, that's crazy. We're almost 160,000 likes here, and it's going up. And understand this, most of the people that are not tapping, that are having their phones tapped, they're sitting there probably looking at their phones with the hearts going up. Hello from Brazil. Hey, Joy. Jake Hollis, welcome to Encounters. What's really weird is Patriot Cottage says, I don't see any hearts. Some people see no hearts, some people do see them. No hearts on another person's phone. So it's do you believe in Project Bluebeam? No. DBO, no, it doesn't exist. It's not real. It is a diversion. It was created probably by our government to make you think it exists or somebody out there. Isn't it weird? Some people are saying, as you guys are watching, Kit Kat and Ashley, the comments, some people have no hearts coming on their phones. Other people see hearts.
Yeah, that's strange. I see him now.
Yep. Can the Ashtar Command help the people in North Carolina? Just Jane Doe. I appreciate the comment. Right now, the focus is the whole planet. Right now, in terms of helping anybody on surface of the earth right now would be pretty dangerous, because if they were to try to do that, the government would try to stop it. Hey, Susan. Susan says she's seeing no hearts on the screen on her side. I don't control it. I don't know what's happening. Hey, Virginia, welcome. Let's see here. I see hearts, BMRZ. Sandy says no hearts on her end. I just see when I tap. Mine are still going. Slay with Zella. So what you're seeing here happening is just amazingly beautiful for those that are seeing it. I'm sorry that others aren't seeing taps. I don't understand that. But Ashtar Command is watching the show right now, and they're watching the people, the people here. If people's phones, I'd like to know how many people are having taps on their phones without tapping it. Can you tell me, yes, my phone is tapping by itself? Just say, yes, my phone is tapping.
Commander, I just have my phone. It has the magnet to the dashboard.
Yeah.
And it's going white. I can't even see you. And it's showing my member level, and it's saying send a heart me, send gifts, and then it'll drop down to a smaller box that says modified live, disconnect, and I'm not touching the phone. Right now I can't see you. I can't even see right now.
We're at 169,000 likes, and I bet it's going to hit 200,000. This is crazy. And now this would be kind of interesting. Our space family can sense energy, and I think our space family can invite people to my live. So all the right people, please. Commander Robar and everybody on the ship, just invite the right people to my show right now that need to be here. Please invite the right people to my show. And my father on the ship is involved with this, I'm sure. If he's anything like my personality, which he kind of is, he's here to bust the matrix on the ship.
They're playing with my phone. They keep popping up the modify or disconnect or cancel, and I'll go to hit cancel, and it'll drop away. When I take my hand back, it'll pop up, and I go to hit cancel, and it goes away. They're playing with me.
They're having, I guess they love, I think my father, they love the fact that I'm talking more. I think because I always interview people.
It's going on, off, on, off, on, off. Oh my gosh, now what?
Yeah, I think April is going to know about this, even though she's not on here. April's going to know about this.
They just took me to April's messages.
What?
Yeah, they want April to know I'm on here. I think April's going to come on here if they tell her.
That is so funny.
We're at April is live now. We need to get April on here. April, someone tell April what's happening here. So April is my friend with Fairies 1111, and this is happening right now as we speak. And she is one of the main people in the group of 5. Kit Kat's on our group of 5, and I want April just to be here to see what's happening. Let's see here. Hetty says, my battery is dropping from 92% to 5% right now. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to try to get April on here for a few minutes. It's 12:46. And we'll be on here till 1. And then we'll be on tomorrow night at 11. Carol Nolan says, message is speeding up and typing all by its. This is crazy. Paranormal is saying his messaging is speeding up and typing all by itself. I'm just sitting here just blown away right now as your host. I'm just blown away. Recoil, welcome to our live. Recoil, good to have you with us. And Recoil, if you start seeing your phone tapping by itself. I'm with the Ashtar Command. I'm the host of the show. I've been on NPR radio for 21 years. I'm also a starseed, or a person from off planet. And if you start seeing your phone tapping by itself, it's our brothers and sisters of light of the Ashtar Command. So if you are here for a little bit and your phone starts tapping on its own, it's the Ashtar Command. J. Rock Wilson. I have to keep my phone on the charger because it's dropping fast. Ashley dropped, let's see here. We're at 180,000. This is crazy. We're going to get to 200,000. And, I mean, Mike Masters, thank you. My family on the ship, the Ashtar Command, is very happy right now. I'm absolutely certain of that. I've been feeling like I'm just sitting here like I'm celebrating.
Cool. Let's go cookies.
Hey, KK, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was talking to the dog.
Oh.
I don't know if you heard me.
Kit Kat is one of our
Yeah,
5. Let's see, Ashley's coming back up here. This is all happening like crazy. Hey, Ashley, welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey, okay, so it sent me to April's live by itself. Okay, it sent me to her profile. I clicked on her live.
Okay.
And I told her everything that was happening. I said, please come over to Commander's Live. I seen other people saying what's going on. I said that you're almost at 200K, like nobody's tapping, and our phones are going bonkers, and everybody's asking you to come.
Yeah.
She might be coming.
Yeah, this is really important. For some reason, she has to be here to see this. This is crazy. Okay, good.
People are saying she's on her way. All right.
Yeah, she's good. She's coming good.
Oh, you guys, thank you for the gifts. You don't have to send me any. Send them to April. She really needs them, and Commander. But thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And the Ashtar Command is tapping people's phones on my show tonight, which is amazing. And Gary, thank you for the roses. And you'll get to, for a few minutes, get to meet April. This is crazy. We're almost at 200,000 right now.
You might have to add more boxes. Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't know how it works.
Oh, yeah, no, it's no problem. I'll be able to get her on here.
Okay.
Cursed Dolls is having her thing happen now. We're almost at 200,000. I didn't have to say anything. Commander, I haven't had one heart come up in about 20 minutes. Hey, Tara, I'm not sure why that's happening. Scooby, good evening. Jay Savage says hearts are just raising on their phone.
Mine too.
Making April a care package. Good. We're almost. This is just unbelievable. This is crazy. This is so beautiful. This is crazy. Here's April. We're going to bring her up now. Okay. I'm bringing April up right now, folks. This is my sister with the Ashtar Command. What's happening?
Hey,
what's going on?
April,
Hi, everybody.
People's phones are tapping by themselves.
People's phones are tapping by themselves?
Yeah, I'm getting
nobody's sending likes. Look at his count. And my phone is going crazy. Like I can't control it. It sent me to your live.
Huh.
Let's tune into our space parents. I think Road Bar had something to do with it.
I'm not hearing anything, Commander.
Yeah, I hear voices speaking.
Hang on.
There's a big echo.
She has one of her phones is connected with the spaceships of our command. And, yeah.
The echo is normal.
Yeah, that's my phone that's echoing because I don't know why it does that every time I'm connected in with his phone. but I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's absolutely beautiful what's happening here. And I'm sitting here watching it. Tons of people are having their phones do hearts. A lot of people. It's really, she has herself on mute, so it's an echo. But so for April, she's our head of our 5 group of the command, and we're all going to be coming together at one point between now and before major contact. And I just wanted to see that many of you, some of you I've never talked to before, that your phones are tapping hearts on their own, which is amazing. I know the Astrocrine's watching the show, and I'm pretty sure that they're involved in these hearts that are popping up on your phones. I've been feeling that all night, actually.
Yeah, it's the most likes you've had in like this short a time, you know?
I didn't do anything.
That's awesome. So that's what was going on, is that you were getting lots of hearts?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, like the hearts would just go up people's screen when I was tapping.
And it sent me to your live, April.
I'm getting like let me do this from home. I'm getting that Commander Robar is involved with it, with having this happen. They're having people's phones tap likes, the hearts, so to speak, which is beautiful. I've never seen this happen like this before. It's just, to me, this is amazing confirmation by our space family. I haven't interviewed anybody. I've been talking about things. People have been asking me questions about the contact, and that's when it all started, when they started asking me questions about that. And I've been talking for most of the night, pretty much.
Okay, that's really cool. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. I want you to see it.
Oh, yeah. And April. My phone was at 97%. And then about 10 minutes ago, it was all the way down to 5%.
Yeah, some people's batteries were draining because of all the energy. Pretty amazing. I'm going to turn April's mic on. I'm trying to turn it on anyway. Did I turn it on yet? I'll let her turn it on.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I'm glad that's happening for you. That's awesome.
Well, you have 380 likes right now. Yeah, that's awesome.
Weird.
Very crazy.
I'm not hearing the ships at all. I have both phones on right now. I'm not hearing anything.
You know what? And this will be quietly doing this. But it started when you're getting contact information. All of a sudden, everyone's going crazy. I thought a lot of people were tapping because I usually will ask them to do it. But then some people started telling me, 2-3 people say my hearts are tapping by themselves. I said, what's going on here? Then other people I don't even know having their hearts happen on their screen. I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
It's a lot of love, that's for sure. You know, whether our space family responds on one of your phones or not, that's okay. But I felt this energy coming over that was so strong, with so much love. And I didn't know all these people's phones were being tapped without them tapping it with their own fingers. That was kind of, pretty amazing,
Yeah. And it was I was replying to Linda, and then it just started typing on its own. When I wasn't typing, I backed out. I wiped my screen off just to make sure there was nothing on it, and it just started putting all these emojis in, and I don't know. It seemed to stop now, but my screen popped up. It sent me into somebody's live that was in China or something, some Asian country, and then it sent me to April's.
Yeah, she sent to you. And then the other thing is, At
That's
one
what
point,
he
I was saying earlier today on my lot when I did a live earlier, I had to stop because I had to get some stuff to my daughter at the hospital. But the energies were super strong today. All day it's been like that. I've been feeling I've been really tuned in with everything that has been going on, but the energies have been like super, super strong today. And I was saying that on my live. That's why I went live when I did earlier because the energies were so strong. I don't understand. I don't know what's happening. I guess I'll find out more when I go up, but I don't know what's happening right now. I haven't like there's no communication through the phone. I'm not hearing the ships through the
You'll
phone.
definitely find out on the ship. I just been feeling that energy. I just right now I'm so full of energy, good energy. It's like really amped up, like you're saying, April. It's totally amped up right now.
All right, Commander, I'm going to hop off because I was
Yeah.
in the middle of a live, so I'm going to go back to my people and finish their stuff up.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm glad to be back,
Sorry,
April. That's
April.
awesome.
I had invited you to this. I didn't want you to miss this thing.
That's
If
awesome.
you want to ask him, but I'm feeling that I think Commander Robar had something to do with it. All right.
I'll ask him when I go up.
All right. Say hello to my daughter.
I
Many
will.
blessings to sister.
I will. Love you guys.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, let me just do this here. Wait a minute. Let April down here. Let's do this. Okay. That's April. She is the head of our group of 5. Kit Kat's one of our group. Chesno, who's not on right now. Johnny of the Third Kind, and myself. So we'll find out. But I'm absolutely certain. That that my father had something to do with this. Usually they will communicate with her. They might be doing some real busy mission work since that reptilian ship thing happened, but I'm pretty certain that they were involved in having people's phones remotely tap. And so even though I didn't get to interview anybody tonight, this was even more impressive than doing the interviews, right?
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
This is exciting. There's no words that can come out of my mouth to express what I've just seen happen here in the last hour with people's phones.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's crazy. And now
that.
my phone is normal, but I'm still not sending likes. Is anybody sending likes?
No, I stopped because it's still going up.
Bird Lover says it's still going up on its own. How many people's phones are still tapping?
If there's anybody tapping, can you stop for just a minute? Just so we can make sure that nobody is tapping.
People say they still have their tapping. Deborah, Donna, William says no, not me. Mel.
Mine stopped now.
Tapped it all. Mine is tapping. Cheryl Beast is tapping. Nope. A lot of them are still seeing hearts. A lot of the people's phones that were tapping are now going back to normal. How many people had phones that were tapping that are going normal? Say my phone is normal now. Just so I know that your phone had been tapping. Rachel, seeing hearts through house. Mine never stopped.
Yeah, mine never stopped either. It stopped once in a while, but the hearts are still going, and I'm not tapping. But the hearts go when other people tap. But I could see that it looked like.
Oh, wait a minute. Vitamin C says mine was sending gifts. Vitamin C, interesting. So yours was sending gifts. We're at almost 200,000. So I asked the Astar Command, can you get me up to 200,000 right now? We're at 199.4. Astar Command, how quickly can you get me up to 200,000? Can you get me up to 200,000, Astar Command? I know I didn't have my earpods on earlier, but when we were quiet, when all three of us were quiet, I heard like human voices speaking.
I heard that too.
Like they were
Very
trying to
low.
communicate. Yeah. I think, and this show is recorded, so I'll be listening to it on YouTube, and people did hear the voices at one point. I think the command was talking, Battery is now drained. Peggy heard the voices. Yep. So we have documentation here. We're at 200,000. So I'm really like thankful for everyone that's here. Let me see here. Kirby Gale. Oh, Kirby Gale was. This is really weird. Kirby Girl, if you're trying to come back. Riley, hey Riley, good to see you. It's been a while, brother. Festy Fran. Oh wow, it's doing it again. Still going. How many people's phones are starting to tap by themselves? So if you haven't had your phone tap, whose phones are starting to tap right now? Yeah, let's get 300. No, I have to go to sleep. It has, and looks like I came back for some fun. Yes. So if you're just coming in here, the Ashtar command is involved with getting phones tapped to like my broadcast. We're at 201,000. Mine is tapping, not stopping. Mine's still tapping. My hearts haven't stopped. I mean, if I had the super energy to stay on here longer, I would. But
just leave it running while you go to sleep.
If I leave this running, and I have the charger on, if I leave this running and I'm not here, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh, you know what? That robot thing will pop up, and if you don't respond to it, it'll. But you could see how high you got.
Yeah. The phone is going nuts now. Recoil, who was a new viewer, their notes are going crazy. The hearts are going crazy. We're going to continue this tomorrow night. We're going to have Jeremy on here from North Carolina, and we're going to talk about what happened with the shooting down of the reptilian craft. I want to tell everybody I love you, but I am also human and I need to get some sleep. And I will be on here tomorrow night. If you have a chance to join April on her live after I get off of here, Friends with Furries 1111, join her. She's with the Ashtar Command like I am, and she's our star sister. She's been on the ships over 100 times, physically on the Ashtar Command ships. So if you want to learn about the Ashtar Command, you can ask her all kinds of questions. If you're a night person, I want to thank everybody for being here. I love you all, and the Ashtar Command loves you all. It's just amazing what's happening here. And
my phone started doing the same thing again. Okay, now I can see you. It was popping up with a white screen. No, it just did it again. I'm not even touching my phone.
Now, I want to say something.
And it's hitting cancel by itself so that I can see you. I'm not even touching it.
Oh, my God. So I have a feeling, and I'm going to go with this. Tomorrow night when I'm on here at 11 o'clock, I am doing an interview, and I have a feeling that the phones are going to start tapping again. I don't even have to ask anybody to tap the lines. It'll just be everybody's phone tapping. All right?
That'd be great.
So I'm just like, I'm so blown away right now. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm almost speechless. And for me, I'm never speechless.
We need to thank the Ashtar Command. Thank you.
Command. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Robar. And thank you, the Ashtar Command, for all the work you're doing to help our planet. We thank you. We send our love to you. And I know you're watching me and everyone on my screen here. We thank all our viewers here. We thank you for being true to watching the show. All the new people finding us here. We'll catch you again tomorrow night at 11 p.m. on Encounters. Everybody have a super night and get some rest, because things are going to get even wilder as we get into 2025. And it's going to happen right here on Encounters, guaranteed. Take care, everybody. Peace, love, and light. Hey,
good night.
Take care, Ashley.
Good night.
Sister, take care. We will now go off the air.